Hey y'all, hey, and now we're back with the interview for Miss Maya. I told y'all this place is beautiful. It looks just like a dollhouse. I am so proud of her. Very clean, very professional. If you're in the Gaithersburg, Maryland area, please come and look them up. They have a whole full house of nail techs, and everybody definitely looks like they know what they're doing up in here. Okay.
Hello, welcome in. This is Glamnur Beauty. My name is Maya. I'm the owner. Please come in.
Hey guys. Welcome to Glamnur Beauty. I told you guys this is such a dollhouse. I cannot wait to get this journey started. All right, Miss Maya, you want to get us started today?
Yes. So over here we have our lash area. I have 2 lash techs that specialize in classic, hybrid, volume, very knowledgeable. They teach classes and do appointment-only services. Here we have our nail desk area where I have 4 nail techs that work, licensed, of course, very knowledgeable.
So it's
about
4
all
plus
sizes.
you? It's 4 plus?
So it's 4 plus me. And 2 of them, one of them is actually just took her state board exam, very proud of her. And then one of them, she's my apprentice. She'll be taking her exam in August. So I'm super excited for her. She's very talented, a lot of potential. All of my technicians do hands and toes. I guess this is our pedicure area.
What are these purses over here?
Oh, so these purses, my mom crochets them. I used to say so, I don't know, she crochets them. My mom had a stroke a few years ago and she used crocheting as a way to improve her mobility in her left side. And so we just...
Was she able to recover from that?
Yes.
That's great.
So luckily she was left-handed and right-handed.
Wow.
Because, back in the day, the nurses were like, you have to write with your right hand. So, she was able to move a little bit, but she's back with full mobility now. So she's good.
That's a blessing.
But shop her purses in the salon.
I'm getting to.
Yeah. This is our pedicure area. Very clean. We don't, we follow all the rules. I also sell lash supplies, some nail supplies. I make my own acrylic powder monthly and all of the girls use it in the salon. So I do sell that as well if you're interested in our color mixes or our custom mixes. I sell on Amazon too. So anything I sell on Amazon, I sell it here too.
Amen, honey.
So this is our back room.
Did you design this yourself?
I did, and one of my best friends and one of my technicians, she's such an artist. So
wow.
She drew this artsy mural on the right.
That is so cute.
We all kind of made the hand and toe mannequins.
So do y'all change these out a lot? The designs that's on the...
Yeah. So my apprentice actually made that one up in the right. I'm so proud of her. She's so talented.
Oh, girl.
Yes, those are my acrylic toes there too. Yeah. And I just thought this was fun.
This is so cute.
So then we have our pedicure area here. In the beginning when I first opened, the girls did not want to do pedicures. So I was like, I'm just gonna get 2 chairs and then I'll see if I can convince them. So in a year, they all started doing pedicures and I was like, you guys are leaving money on the table. What changed their mind?
Do you know?
Me telling them they're leaving money on the table. And I was like, trust me, it'll be okay. And it's really therapeutic once you start like cleaning the nails. It's just, you like it. You like to do it. So I have 2 chairs. I also do acrylic toes solely on their own without the water. And then of course, if someone wants a dry pedicure, I do that as well. I'm adding another chair. It's on the way actually for the jelly pedicures because I had a little issue with that and I'm not messing my pipes up again. So
do you like this machine? Does this work very
effective?
Yeah,
this is the sunflower. It's really nice.
I was thinking about it. I mean, is it nice or is it like I can't live without it? Like I need to know.
You can live without it. It's a little, all of the air purifiers that take the dust up, they're all kind of loud. So I don't love it, but it's okay. It works.
So besides the noise, does it do the job effectively?
It does do the job. It sucks very well.
Okay, yeah. That's what I want to know.
These ones as well, we have 2 on the front that are from Healthy Air.
Okay.
Are a little bit pricey.
Now I know that one's loud.
That one is loud. Yeah, even on the lowest setting, it's pretty loud, but it will suck everything up. And then of course we place the ones on the desk to suck up the dust.
And that's what matters. Like that's what matters.
Yeah, I'm very big on sanitation, so the girls know. And then we have, our polished products, and then we have like extra inventory that's in the back. We'll also be having a teeth whitening and tooth gem girl next week in the back room. So you guys come out.
Oh.
We'll have walk-ins for her to come in, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah.
How long you been in this spot?
I've been here for over 4 years. So I have at least for 5 years. So it's coming up again to renew. So I definitely think I'm renewing. Because I feel like we just kind of got started,
You just found your groove.
Yeah,
I got you.
yeah.
I got you.
So, and then the front waiting area, I guess, where we don't really have too much of people waiting because we are appointment only.
Right.
So we usually
so
time it
gorgeous
perfectly.
in here. What's the square footage in here?
It's just under 1,000, so 996.
Wow.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, this place makes me want to get my services done right now. I know she's closing. It's on a Sunday, but this is just awesome. Stay tuned, guys. I'll see you in a second for the interview with Miss Maya. All right, Miss Maya. So we were just talking, and tell everyone, like, how long have you been doing nails? How did you get started? Because I know you also said that you did nails. Did you say you did nails in DC too?
I've worked in DC, Silver Spring, Rockville, Wheaton.
Where did you get your start from, Deluxe? So take us on that journey.
So it started like unintentionally. I just got this girl that I was on the dance team with was like, oh, I have to quit my job because it's taking too much time. And I was like, I was working at Lido's as like a waitress. And she was like, it's just a receptionist job. It's really easy. And I was like, oh, that sounds nice. And then I went to interview and she was like, yeah, we'd love to have you. So I became the receptionist for that shop and I was there for a little while. So I was like 15, more than 15, like a little over 15. And I went to interview for the salon receptionist job and got it. And I worked there a little while and I really liked the environment of it. I really admired a few of the girls that worked there. It was just a vibe, and I never thought about doing nails ever, but I really love this one nail tech and I just loved how she did designs. Everybody always asked for her. So I started doing my own toe designs. I was like, I'm gonna do designs like her. And then people were like, oh, who does your toe design? And they would be like, oh, can she do my design for me if she wasn't available? So then my boss started letting me and I got to keep that little $5, $10. And I was like, okay, cool. And then my boss was like, why don't you just go to nail school? You can work here. And I don't know, I never thought of what I wanted to do. I was just like, you get tips, you can, make a good income and then you make good connections with people and stuff. So I just was working there for a while. I did end up going to nail school. Didn't work out.
What didn't work out?
Going to that school,
well, what didn't work out?
I don't even know where to. Listen, let's just fast forward. I got my license. Eventually got my license. It wasn't me that didn't work out.
So do you think the school was unprofessional or just?
Oh, I told myself I wasn't going to include this. Yes.
Well, you don't have to say the name of the school.
No, I wasn't going to. But it was just messy. If you weren't there, someone would go in your kit or something. And I guess I come off as somebody who's not going to stand up for myself. So it just became problems.
Okay.
And then the idea of, oh, why don't you do an apprenticeship came up and I went that route and did that.
Did you like the salon when you did the apprenticeship at?
I loved that salon, but the apprenticeship, unbeknownst to me, was not valid. So people are messy.
That's the second time another nail tech told me this.
I seen your interview for that. Like, oh, but the thing is, I didn't find out until like 3-4 years later. But the gag is, I took my state board exam. Legally, like I took my state board exam, but some person that I worked with,
So how did you find out that?
Some person that I worked with was jealous and put like a fake report out. State board has to investigate. So then they start asking me these questions and I'm answering them honestly, and then they're like, oh, that's not how that goes. And I was like, oh, really? And I was like, well, when you take your exam, you have to look up at the camera. I took my exam, and you can see I took it. And they're like, but the hours were not valid. So back to school I go.
Oh my God.
So I went to nail school 3 times, maybe 2.5 times. And I got it though. Can't nobody take it from me now. It's mine. And I work hard for it. So don't give up if you want it.
At any of those points, did you feel like, was you getting discouraged?
So I'm not gonna lie. When I after the interview with the investigator, and I found out, and I was like, this is crazy. Like, I paid her every week out of my check to make sure that I was like good, but there's no paper trail for that because she's taking it out before she writes my check. So how could I?
So were you ever able like to confront her about that situation?
The way that I left was I said I was never going to go back. So I just decided, like, take that on the chin. Don't ever trust anybody with your paperwork. If you want to do something, you make sure you're involved in every step of it. And that was that. So I just
absolutely. And yeah, and so
they said if I couldn't produce like actual bank statements where I was taking the money out, and I couldn't because it was taken out before.
So that's the second time that has happened. Y'all done interview someone where they were getting an apprenticeship and the person they were working for was not licensed, y'all. So just like she said, make sure you double check your own paperwork. You can always call State Board. The apprenticeship number that they give you, make sure that's valid. The salon that you're working for number is valid as well. Okay.
And when you're doing an apprenticeship, you should be CC'd on the emails for every month that they're updating your points or your credits. So you should be on the knowing of everything. There's no like, oh, they emailed me this and they're going to tell you later. No, your email it's coming straight to you and it's coming straight to the apprentice sponsor.
So even though when you went to take the test, you passed it, you just had
I passed 100%.
You had to go back and get the hours. Is that what they want you to do?
It's not valid. It's gone. And you know what? It's a blessing in disguise because that license I had gotten in Virginia. So I had to pay those fines. I had to pay fines from it.
Wow.
And luckily, I live in Maryland. I actually was in the process of transitioning my license for Virginia to Maryland because I was working in Maryland and I still had my license, but I just kept pushing it off. Like, it doesn't matter. The DMV is the same. Like, it doesn't matter. But then I was like, no. I was taking steps to try to set myself up in a position where I could open my own salon one day. Like, and that was my 5-year plan. So I was like, let me get my own. Let me transition it to Maryland and let me just start building up. I was going to get my first suite and I was like, this is it. And then there was a hold on it. And then that same week, the investigators approached me about my licensing and the false accusation from that person.
But the crazy thing is the fact that you did it 3 times, like, you know the ins and out of it.
Yes.
Like the back of your hand.
There's a lot in the nail industry, but I'm nosy now. So anything, I look it up. Don't let somebody tell you something. Do your own research. It doesn't matter what it is. Do your own research. Like,
absolutely.
Always.
Absolutely. So when you got your license, did you go into a salon? Did you go into a suite?
From the beginning, I've been, so before that, I was just working without my license. I was I took like time off and I was like, oh, I feel guilty. Like, I always try to do it the right way. So I was trying to only work on the weekends in the shop I was working at that time because I was scared State Board was going to come. But out of the however many years I've been doing nails, I've never seen State Board except for when I called them to come in here to inspect and do the initial opening salon inspection. So after I realized, okay, maybe they're not going to come, I was just working, without a license, and I was just, working my regular hours and stuff. And then when I got my own suite, it was just me and my sister. And then I found out I was pregnant. So then I was like, let me work from home because I want to minimize everything. So then
your sister does nails too?
So my twin, she did do nails. She was actually really good, but she is a lash goat. Like, she's amazing. Anybody that does lashes, she probably does their lashes. Like, she's your lash type. Like, she's great.
How long she was doing lashes?
She's been doing lashes for almost 7 years. She's like 6 years, and it doesn't matter if she's tired. It doesn't matter if she's behind on somebody. It's like if she has a challenge, she does even better or something. I don't know. Well, she hates that. She's very direct, straight to the point. Like, this is a 2-hour or hour service. What do you want? You need to use the bathroom. You do what you need to do, but she will give you exactly what you want no matter what.
I know that's
She's not a cookie cutter like, oh, this is the lash style I do. No, what you want, you're going to
She does lashes in here?
Yes. So she has her own suite in Hyattsville, but she does lashes here 2 times a week.
Oh, yeah, she's good. 2 locations.
And she's my twin. So
okay, twin, how are you?
Yeah, she's amazing. But she also uses my lash glue, Shop My Glue, Glamnur Beauty, or Glam Glue. But so after I started working from home, I ended up taking like a 5-year break because I had my son. So I thought I was going to be back in 4 weeks, and then fast forward, no. So I was doing freelance makeup because I took some makeup training before I found out I was pregnant. And then I was just doing my clients' makeup whenever they needed it, quinceañeras, birthdays, weddings. And then when he started kindergarten, I came back to the house.
Okay, and so what was your transition like for getting this salon? How did that take place?
That was the transition of it. Him starting kindergarten, and at that time my daughter was 6 months old, and I told my husband, look, baby, one of my clients that I used to do her nails, she told me that she went back to school. I mean, that she went to nail school because she couldn't find anybody to do nails like me. She went to Montgomery College and took the classes at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, baby, you come back home from work, I go 2 nights a week, like 3 hours, and I can get my nail license again. And, you know, he's going to be going to school. Maybe she's going to be going to daycare. We'll see what we can do. So I did that 2 nights a week. And that's actually where I met one of my technicians that works here. She's amazing. And so that transition, as soon as I got my nail license, he started aligned. She started daycare before school started. He started kindergarten. And then I started the job I found a shop. One of my old makeup clients, she told me about this shop that she worked at. I mean, that she was getting her nails done. And it was very small, intimate, and the lady was looking for somebody to work. So I came, and then she was like, yes, can you start? And I started.
Now, how long were you there that you said, you know what, it's time for me to go out on my own?
Like, it was the 5-year plan. So I made that 5-year plan when I said I was going back to nail school. I have it a list in my phone, and I've been checking it off. And that check is so rewarding. Like when you reach a goal, that check is so rewarding. So when I started there, go to nail school, get my nail license, start my daughter at daycare, start my son in kindergarten, go find a salon to work, reach out to all your pre-existing clientele and see who was willing to come back. And I'm so happy to say, like, 85% of my clients came back.
Wow.
And they still are with me now.
Wow.
I think after that, the next step was me build my clientele up, get consistent, build my credit back up because I hadn't been working in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then just kept checking things off. And then honestly, it wasn't even my idea to like step out, but I noticed my boss was working less and less, and I was there 7 a.m. until like 7 p.m. every day. And then my man was like, well, I always ask a lot of questions, and she was telling me, I was asking her, how do you do your taxes? I would always ask, like, you know, any information. I just want to know how you do it because other businesses are different.
Mm-hmm.
And then she would tell me like her overhead and everything. And then once I knew that, I was telling my husband, we were on this trip coming back home, and then he was like, well, what about getting your own spot? Like, you're paying for her spot. Why don't you just get your own? And then I was thinking, oh, let me just start out with the suite. Like, I feel like a big space would be too much for me. And I mean, it was on the next step for the plan. So I was like, you know, maybe it is time. So we went around, I went to like 5 different salon suites, and it was cool. It was the size of my bathroom that's here.
But the prices, you might as well.
I remember looking at it, and he was telling me, baby, don't do it. And I was just excited and eager to have my own space. And I was like, I think I can do it. Like, I have all these clients, but it just wouldn't be worth it. Like $500 a week, $497 a week for the size of my bathroom. And I had to pay for my own plumbing because it's targeted towards hairstylists, not nail techs. I was like, so I had to pay for my own plumbing just to put a pedicure chair in here. And it's not luxury. So I was just like, I don't know. He's like, what does it hurt? Let's Google some places and see. I'll reach out to a real estate agent. And I was like, is it really that simple? And he's like, let's just do it and see. And of course, he's a logically thinking person. He's like, let's do it. So he reached out to this real estate agent, and she popped up she sent us like a big thing of places. I looked through a few of them, and I checked the ones that I thought I might like based off of the square footage and the overhead for monthly and everything. And the location, I wanted it to be 10 minutes from my house, 10 minutes from the kids' school, 10 minutes from daycare. Like, I needed to get to where I need to be quickly. So this was the third place. So there was 2 other places. They were a little bit smaller. One of them was big, but it had a lot of work to do. This place had a lot of work, but I just seen the bones of it. I felt like it was open, it was nice. So we negotiated, and that was that. It just happened so quickly, to be honest. Sorry, not. But
that was what, 4 years ago, right?
4 years ago. So it happened really quickly, the way that, in the same time of me looking for the real estate agent, a month before, when I was really thinking about getting my own spot, my husband was like, oh, what do you think about getting a business mentor and seeing like what advice they can give you? It doesn't hurt. And so he found something, and I met with the guy. I almost didn't meet with him. I almost canceled because I was just like, oh, I was so busy that day.
Was it in person or online?
No, it was online. It was just Zoom. And because this was COVID. This was in the beginning of COVID. Like, it was 2020. I signed my lease. I started with my business mentor 2019. And it was a crazy time. Like, it was a lot of question marks. I didn't really think everything would work out, and everything was still like semi-open, semi-closed. So I would meet with him every week. He would give me tasks that he thought I needed to do to prepare me for the next steps. And every week I would come back and I'm like, okay, what's next? And I would take notes. The whole time he's talking, I'm just writing. I didn't even like look. It would be crazy.
Hold on for 1 second. So you guys see what she's saying. So, last week, this was the question that I got for Ask Selena Wednesdays, because it's not about just doing a full set, doing great designs. It's not just about Instagram. If you would get mentorship, like, you can 10x your current situation so much faster. Like, you don't have to try to figure it out. That's why everybody is burnt out, because you're sitting here trying to figure out what's already done. Nobody wants to pay for the knowledge. But in actuality, you want to have these services, but you want everybody to pay you. This is not how the world works. So just like she's saying, and just like, what I had to, like, you need to get that mentorship so you can just cut your time in half and avoid making a whole bunch of mistakes. Go ahead, Maya.
Honestly, having a business mentor, he gave me so much knowledge in such a short amount of time that I don't think I ever would have did it without him. Like, he reinforced that confidence, like, yeah, it's okay, like, do this. And, when you're stepping into the business world, you don't really know what you're getting into. And him telling me, okay, what are you thinking to do? Break down your business. And like, he helped me, he revised my business plan for me. He referred me to like accountants and stuff like that. He just gave me really good advice, what banks to go to for businesses, like the best ones. Just when I should be okay with opening a space, how I market myself, like based off of my clientele and everything. The knowledge he gave me, I was like, oh my God. So everything he would tell me, I would do it. And the next week I'd meet with him, and he was like, you know what? You know how I know you're going to be successful, because every time you come back, you haven't not done what I told you
excuses.
To do. You did it, and you were like, okay, what's next? And so everything just aligned so crazily. Like, I finished my business plan, and in that time, my real estate agent was like, okay, we finished our like discussion and conversation about the lease, and we've agreed on everything, and we moved forward with signing within like a 3-month time frame. It was really, really quick. And then, but girl, the signing was quick, but the opening was, Lord. I thought, okay, I'm gonna be open in like, I thought I would be open in like a month. We had to do construction. You got to get your permits. You gotta go through the city. You got to make sure everything is right. And unfortunately, everything was right, but one thing that we failed to get, and that cost me 7 months of delay of opening. And when you can't open, you're still working to pay for everything. So that was that, So I did not open in June like I thought I would. I opened in the following February.
So where were you working while you were getting?
I was still working at the spot before, but I was very honest with her. I let her know, hey, I signed a lease for my own space. I'm giving you a couple months heads up because, I just want to let you know that I will be leaving, and I'll let you know at least a month before I decide to actually leave. So I gave her a heads up for a while, and I guess she forgot about it. I don't know. Because when I did tell her,
she thought she was joking. That's all.
No, the day that I was going to approach her, she approached me and was like, hey, actually, that lady that was here earlier, she's going to buy the shop, but she wants you to stay on board, but she's only going to buy it if you stay. And I was like, you can't sell me with the shop. She's like, she just knows you have a lot of clients and she wants. I was like, no, girl. I actually was going to tell you today that I'm leaving at the end of the month. So, that's that. But, okay.
Oh, wow.
That was all right. She was a nice lady, though. She was nice.
Okay. So have you always been an appointment only salon?
So during COVID, that's when I transitioned. I used to always do walk-ins, just knock it out. That was the way that I learned, we just do walk-ins in the regular salons. But with COVID, everything was closed down and they required people to do appointment only. You call your client when they call you when they're outside, and, it's just one client per person and all this extra stuff. So I just started it that way, and it helped me manage my time a lot better because I am a mom. I need to get out at a reasonable time. I have other obligations, a household to handle and everything. So I just stuck with that. And when we started with the shop, it was just a lot easier because you know what your day is going to look like. You know what time you're leaving. And everyone does not feel rushed. Your client doesn't feel like you're rushing them. They get the quality and time that they booked for. it's theirs. You're not robbing them of that time, and you give them what they want. And then in turn, you know when you're gonna leave, and you're not overworking yourself. You don't feel guilty, and
Absolutely. I've been appointment only for about 20, maybe 20 years. So
that's amazing.
I understand. Do you do walk-ins? I saw that. Do you do walk-ins on Mondays?
So we do walk-ins once a month, and it's like a walk-in day for everyone. So sometimes we have a specialty person that might come in. So we had, I don't know, we've had like a tattoo artist that came one day. So she did tattoos just for the day. It was like a small hand tattoo that she would do. And then all of our techs would be in. So some girls, everybody works on their own schedules as well. So majority of the girls work every day, but some, you might be off on this day or you might be off on this day, and it's appointment only. So it just goes by their schedule and how they block off their times and stuff like that. But we have specialty people that might come on a walk-in day.
Now, I know we were talking earlier, and you're pretty full in the salon. So can you tell everyone like how you're able to retain the nail techs? Like your retention rate is really low. So
I'm just genuine and honest with them. If they treat me well, I treat them well. I feel like, when you are in a salon from a nail tech standpoint, every shop I've ever worked at, I feel like the nail tech was always shortchanged. If you're working commission or you're working booth rental, when you're working commission, it's like first of all, they don't even provide everything they are supposed to be providing in your commission, but you're the one doing the work. You're the one making the connection with the client so that they want to return to you, and you get a small cut of what the service actually is. And you are working really hard. It's hard on your body, your mental, your personal time. And I feel like I always said, if I have ever had a salon, that the commission for a nail tech is going to go up, because I feel like they deserve more. Yes, it's your space and it's your salon. And if you're advertising for them, you're bringing clients in, but I feel like they deserve more because you are the one physically earning that dollar. Like every dollar in that service, they have earned that. So I feel like they deserve more. So my girls, when I started them off, I stood by that and I offered them commission or booth. And if you started out with commission, obviously it's because you didn't have a lot of clientele and you need to build yourself up a little bit. So their commission was still up way more than what I started with. And the regular standard for all salons is like 60-40. So I started them 70-30. And I feel like they deserve that. So I kept it with
So they got 70%?
Well, now, so with them building their clientele up, they've transitioned to booth rental because they feel confident in it. They've grown, they know the different types of services offered and everything, and they're familiar with the products that we use. So they're okay to be on their own. And I'm comfortable with a regular set payment,
No, I'm saying, so were they getting 70% in the beginning, or?
Yeah.
So what did the business mentor say about that? Like as far as the numbers concerned, like how would you?
He said if you feel like they're able to keep up like the type of clientele that you're keeping up with, and they're working hard, then your numbers should be good.
Okay. I mean, I've never heard of that.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like from a owner's side and from a nail technician side, I just think that nail techs deserve it. Like, I know you're building yourself up and everything, but I just remember when I was starting off, and there was one shop that paid me 50, and I was just like 50%, and I'm the one these are my products, these are my clients. I'm literally just using your table, light, and water. I felt like I deserved more, so I'm just trying to pay it forward. And I feel like my girls, I take care of the shop, I take care of them. We're loyal. We look out for each other.
Well, it's definitely, it's coming back to you. So, I mean, you can, just like you said, so in the city where I'm from, in Baltimore, Maryland, I know a lot of the nail techs, it's hard for the techs to actually retain the clients. That's why it's so many suites, so many individual nail techs. Everybody wants to be on their own. And I do feel like once I'm not sure what that is, because honestly, when I do interview in other states, it's not like that. There's more of a unity that's going on in the other states. Baltimore, we're going to have to do a little bit better. We're going to have to do a little bit better, guys.
I mean, I don't know. It's all over the DMV, honestly. I feel like it's all over the DMV. I've worked in a lot of different shops, and it's always been just up and down, and every man for themselves, and you don't look out for this person. Like, if you see somebody's a little bit behind, be like, hey girl, you need help? You want me to start soaping off her hands while you were finishing her toes? Like something like that. You're not doing anything. Like, step over to the pedicure and be like, you want me to start this? Let me prep her nails for you real quick, because I have a little bit of time. Like, you do stuff like that, they're gonna remember that. They're gonna step in for you when you're late. Like, hey girl, you want me to finish polishing so you can move to your next client? Like,
gotcha.
It's very easy.
How do you stay inspired and current with the nail trends?
These girls are so young. I love them. They're so much younger than me, and sometimes I forget that. But we're just always looking at inspo. I like to look on the Explorer page and just repost things I want to do, and then clients will save and be like, "Oh, you posted this. I want to do this later." But also just, I don't know, looking at art, looking at other nail techs that are really, really good in the area. I don't know.
So are you doing makeup here?
I do makeup as well, yeah. So I do appointment. I just yesterday 7 a.m. client, then left at 8:30, went to a makeup client for a baby shower, and came right back for a 10:30 client. Just right around. But usually I do it in here. Yeah.
Gotcha. So you created a luxury vibe in here, right? And so how does your expectation, how do you set the expectations with new clients, and what standards do you do to maintain that, like to uphold that brand? So let's just say somebody is new, they've never been here before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you feel like that you do to maintain just like your brand? Like, how do you introduce the brand to the new clients? What would you say?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, online or in person?
No, in person. No, so just like
like if I'm out and about, or if they just come in here?
No, when they come in, so like pretty much giving them like their first client experience. Like if they have never been here, like how do you feel like you set the standard for your brand for their first experience to make them want to come back?
I feel like I try to educate them a little bit. Like, say for example, if somebody just booked with me and they, it happens, they didn't book properly. They sit down and they're like, "Oh, I wanted," they're like, "Oh yeah," they showed me this picture. I'm like, "Oh, what were you thinking to do today?" And they're like, they show me this picture. And then I'm like, "Oh, so all of our appointments, you have to add on just to make sure that you have the time. We have the time for what you want." And, then we go from there. Then I start asking them, "So what do you want to achieve from your nails? And do you want to grow them out, your natural nails, or do you just like something aesthetically pleasing? Like you want strength, durability? Are you a long girl, short girl?" I just ask them a few questions. What do you usually do? Where do you usually go?
Mm-hmm.
And then how do you remove your nails? So I can get an idea of like how they handle their nails. And then I just recommend what I think is best for them. And I look at their nails and I can kind of tell what was done to them before. And I just let them know what the right way and the wrong way is, and what I would do if they wanted to achieve this. So if somebody comes in, kind of have brittle nails, they want to grow their natural nails out, and they want to have something like short, medium length, and but they want something lightweight. I would say, let's start out with Gel X. Or you could do acrylic, but I would say let's start out with Gel X. It's very lightweight and durable, but the next appointment, your natural nails will be grown out a little bit, and we can transition into a structured mani, which is a soft gel, or a hard gel, which is, we can use dual forms or, floated, either way you like. And it's very lightweight, but both strong. And we can see how you feel about that if you do want to grow your natural nails out. And if not, if you like acrylic, some people don't like their nails growing out underneath, we can trim it. And I just tell them about the different products we have and give them the option.
Gotcha. I mean, I can, even based off their answers, like I can see why, like, you guys are always full. And just like we were talking about before, like you'll probably have to get something bigger. But what reactions or feedback have you got from a client that stuck with you over time, either about your products you deliver or just the service overall?
What feedback have I gotten from that client? I have
from any client.
I mean, I have a few that are like my oldest clients, and I love them so much. I'm so appreciative of them for sticking with me. They stuck with me when I was garbage. And I don't know why they kept coming back.
No, because you was a good person. I try to tell people.
I feel like I'm genuine. I've always been myself. I've never pretended. If you ask me for advice, I'm going to give it to you honestly, always. But I think they always said that they loved my nails last. And that they just always like my nail art, which I personally don't see myself as an artist because I can't draw. Like my handwriting's terrible, but I can do a little bit with a brush. And I do think that I can pull things together in colors and stuff in a nice way. But they've always said that they like my nail art. So I guess they stayed for that. And then the conversations and advice, I guess, maybe, I don't know.
Genuine good energy. That's pretty much it.
Just be honest with people. Don't be a yes man.
We talked about your 5-year goals. What do you feel like the next 5 years look like? What does that look like?
So honestly, I was looking at this morning actually. So I've checked off everything for my 5 years except for like 2. And those things are minor. Honestly, my next transition that I really, really would love to do, and I feel like I've already kind of started to transition into that, is I've always wanted to be on the educational side of it. Like, I don't want to walk away from the table completely, but I feel like when people go to nail school, they don't really learn anything but how to pass your exam.
Right.
And even with that, half the people are not passing. I have a bunch of girls that have come to me that have failed their exam how many times, and they've went to different nail schools that are very known, like very well known, and they failed. And I do an exam prep with them and they pass and they're fine, which I don't know everything, but I know how to pass your exam. And I just feel like I would love for schools to teach the politics of the salon, how to navigate yourself with it, like through it, and the different evolving systems that, you know, are coming up. Like, you know, people coming straight into nails are like, I want to learn how to do acrylic. But it's like, you gotta crawl before you ball. You want to do some manicures, you want to do some cuticle, you want to do some nail prep, you want to do some pedicures, and work your way up. You want to do a full-blown acrylic pedicure and you've never done acrylic before. Like, you gotta understand like all of that. And I feel like you can do both. You can prepare them for the exam, getting their license, and teach them everything for like the real nail world. Like, you can't do nails coming straight out of nail school. That is crazy. I don't think any salon would ever really truly hire somebody straight out of nail school, except for they just want to quick get people and then they're not experienced. But you want good nail techs, you got to teach them nails, and nail schools don't do that. They just teach you how to pass your exam. So I would love to have my own nail school that does that, along with this.
I think it'd be great. You definitely sound like the right person for it.
And I'm still in contact with my old nail teacher, and I'm always like, oh, like I've gone to talk in her classrooms for the graduating class that she has at the time. And I'm always like, hey girls, I offer exam prep, but I also would love to mentor you if you need help afterwards, and if you have any questions or products, or you want a product list of what we use and what I would recommend. And then honestly, if you want to work, but don't be scared, like I'll teach you. You can't be scared to start. Just start, and we'll be right here if you need it, but a lot of girls do live a little further. And
but see, now I see, because I know that you guys, just Salon was nominated for Salon of the Year for the Nail Excellence Awards, and now I can really see why, because overall, like the salon, the girls, just because you're a good teacher. So I can see why you were nominated. Like, that energy it transfers over everything.
Girls are amazing. They all work so hard. Like, I'm really proud of all of them. Like, all of them, not the camera. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's okay.
But they're all amazing. They're amazing. They are super, super knowledgeable. They work hard. They don't take shortcuts. They do it the right way. Every single client, like, no shortcuts. Your nails are not going to fall off. Your nails will be healthy. They research. They've been taking classes with me. We just went to Premier Orlando, and when we were there, we all took classes there. It was a 3-day event. And when we've gotten back, we've still continued to take classes. Every Monday, we've taken an online course together and get certified for different systems that are being offered and open. And I'm like, you guys are excited about nails. You guys love it. Yes, they're the future. Like, I didn't have this when we first got into the nail industry. It was rare to find any other minority other than Vietnamese or Korean in a nail shop. Like, I didn't know anybody else. I met like one Spanish girl when I first started, but other than that, I didn't know anybody. To have it so diverse now, and then see the girls actually care about the quality of what they're putting out and of the person's nails, like, I love it. I wish I had started here when I first started, because it would have been amazing to know this is the beginning,
exactly.
And care this much.
Exactly.
Like, I cared, but I just didn't have the direction. Like, nobody guides you and educates you in the nail shop. It's kind of like, figure it out on your own. Like, they don't like it when you look over them, you ask them too many questions. You kind of got to just be nosy and watch, and trial and error.
And that's just a small portions. Like, you're sitting over here hiding something that's this much of the industry.
Yeah.
Like, I can't take anything from you. And even if you taught me something that day, like, if you're this far ahead of me, like, I'm not going to catch up to you tomorrow. So what is the problem? What's the problem? So I hope you guys are going to come to the Nail Excellence Awards. Like, this is definitely the epitome of Salon of the Year. I love it. I love everything about it. So we're going to wrap it up now. But what personal advice would you give to someone, if this is their passion And you cannot say, just keep going. You can't say that.
Mm-hmm. If this is your passion, do your research. Like, don't scroll on your phone. Do your research. Like, learn as much as you can about the industry. Like, I am not an emotional person, by the way, but I feel very passionate about nails because like I just worked so hard to get where I am now. But learn what you can about the state board side of it, product knowledge, like how you can gain the clientele that you want, not just like walk-in type people. Just educate yourself. Don't waste your time. Get where you want to get, like make a plan, check it off. Don't just wing it every day. Like if I could show you this list I made it like when did
I got a list I would just tell I have a list every day. Like I don't even know. I told you
I'm so proud of this list because this list, like I made this list so long ago, girl.
And take it serious,
guys.
Take it serious. That's what you need to do.
Look at the checks on this list. This list I made.
Read off some of your checks. This
list I made.
Give us 5.
Oh no, I updated it 20. Okay, I mean the first one was finish school, pass exam, get licensed, start daycare, start school, work in a salon, rebuild your clientele, build your speed back up because I was slow. Okay, and save up, eliminate debt.
So when you made your list, did you feel like you was going in order, or you just felt like okay?
I bopped around. Like once I really started moving, I bopped around. But do your research. Don't be scared. Don't wait for somebody to tell you. Don't like model your life and your career off of like somebody you see on social media. Just do it your way. Don't there's no blueprint. Do it your way.
But you have to have clarity first, though, guys. So that way you won't be jumping all around, and you will not you won't be trying to mimic someone else's life. You just need to have clarity and follow your own plan. Okay.
Yes, it's your way. Do it your way. Your journey. That's all. Honestly, I love nails, and I hope you guys start doing nails too. If you don't, try, see if you like it. If you're looking for somewhere to work, we are hiring always. And if you just want advice, DM us. We're not mean. We're not mean girls. If you ask me about a product, I will tell you. If you ask me, oh, I had issues with this. What do you think I should do? DM us. Like, we're super nice girls. We're very, very genuine and real. And we just want to see the next girl win. Pay it forward.
And if you're looking for mentorships, again, Miss Maya, she is available. I would definitely recommend her.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're going to bring this to an end. We will see you guys next week with another edition of Nails Are a Lifestyle. Give me a hug, Miss Maya. Yes.
Thank you for coming.
No problem. All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Take care.